This year's first meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee is approaching quickly, which will bring us new data to consider in the week ahead. Here's a look at what we are expecting. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. Perhaps the most highly anticipated data this week is the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index for December. Economists expect to see continued signs of inflation's stronghold in the PCE numbers, just as they saw it in December's Consumer Price Index numbers. Headline PCE is projected to have increased 2.6% last month, same as November. It appears Fed policymakers will leave rates unchanged when they meet at the end of the month. In fact, the CME Group's FedWatch tool currently indicates a 97% chance that officials will leave interest rates untouched when next week's meeting concludes. Speaking of other data, on Wednesday we'll hear from S&P Global with the January Purchasing Managers Indexes for both the manufacturing and services sectors. Economists forecast manufacturing PMI to come in at 47.7, 0.2 of a point lower than December's reading. April 2023 is the last time the index landed above the key threshold of 50 that divides contraction from expansion in the manufacturing sector. Services PMI is projected to come in at 51, which would be 0.4 of a point lower than December. But unlike manufacturing PMI, the services index has managed to stay above the 50 threshold for the last year. Other numbers of interest this week include the Conference Board's leading economic index for December. The consensus estimate is for the index to drop by 0.3 of a point. A decline in any amount would make December the 21st consecutive month the index has fallen. The board continues to say it expects a U.S. recession to begin sometime in the first half of the year. Also, we'll get another update on the health of the housing market this week when the Census Bureau reveals the figure for sales of new homes in December. Economists expect to see that new homes sold at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 647,000 last month. That would be 57,000 more than November, translating to a month-over-month increase of nearly 10%. Last but not least, the Commerce Department will check in on Thursday with the advance estimate for GDP growth in the fourth quarter of 2023. The consensus estimate says the economy grew at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 2% last quarter, considerably slower than the 4.9% growth rate recorded in Q3. That's it for now. I hope you'll join us again on Saturday when we'll be back to recap the bigger developments. This is Devlin Steele for Augusta Precious Metals, signing out.